Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is lesson 2, part 1, art and design. So we are continuing with the shoe. We're going to finish the shoe today and we're going to leave it alone. We're going to move on to some natural forms and we're going to be looking at basically different ways of creating and observing drawings or potential drawings. So as you can see, I'll just bring this a little bit closer. All we've done with the shoe, we've shaded it in a little bit more. So as you can see, we've completed the shoe. We've filled it in with a little bit more shading, and again the light's coming from the top, so it's going to be brighter on the top edges than it is going to be on the bottom edges. I appreciate the drawings, very simple, very straightforward, very basic, but that's the whole point, guys. I want you guys to basically create a drawing of your own shoe or my shoe, and then just practice drawing or shading different angles of light onto your shoe, equally onto your square, circle and triangle as well, which I asked you to do in the last lesson, in lesson 1. Practice different angles of light, okay? And that's going to be basically one of your first lessons of shading, okay? So now I'm just going to put the canvas back over here, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to begin drawing then some natural forms. So what is a natural form? This is a natural form. Although it is man-made, it's a man-made plant, it's still mimicking that of a natural thing out in the world. We have a vine leaf here. So this is a natural form, we could say this is a natural form. So if we pop that here on top of the canvas, it's quite a thrilly design, and all we've basically got is some lines, wiggly lines, and then leaves attached. So practicing drawing natural forms, you want to observe what it is that you're actually drawing, observe the constituents that make up your design or your structure, think about it a little bit and then begin. So first of all I'm going to do here, I'm going to firstly bring my canvas a little bit closer to the camera, okay. So we've got this bushy plant, okay, make some space, we'll do it over here. We'll do it over here. So all we've got is some squiggly lines, different measures, different sizes, different lengths. So that's effectively all we've got. It's a little bit longer down this side than it is on this side, and it's a bit shorter up here again. And inside we've got our plant pot. So I'm doing this very rough, very quickly, and very sketchy, let's say, just for you guys at home to get the idea of what it is we're doing. So I've drawn the basic shape of the plant pot behind all the vines, and then once we're at this point, we'd start adding some leaves. Again, this is a very quick observational sketch, so it's not very good, but as you can see, upon adding these leaves, we are getting something which is somewhat representative of this natural form, okay? Very simple, very straightforward. You just need to focus and look at what it is. So we've basically got these thin lines where the stem or the vine is, and then we've just got leaves on the end. And again, it's longer here than it is here. So of course our lines there would be longer. Okay, and that's the essence of observing your drawings with natural forms. Of course, when we're talking about natural forms, we can have all sorts of things. Yeah, we could have, for example, you could have a mountain. Okay, let me just check the quality of that. Yeah, that's all right. You could have a mountain. Okay, you could have a river. You could have a tree, all types of different things when we're talking about natural forms. When you're looking out of your window, you're probably going to see a tree, a patch of grass, a flower. There's probably something natural quite close to you. If you want to take one of those things, whether it's going to be a tree, whether it's going to be a leaf, whether it's going to be a plant, whether it's going to be a rock, take your natural object, use it to observe the dimensions, and then practice drawing. So if you were to draw a rock, very simply, you've got a rock, and then all I want you to do from there is either shine light onto it to give you the angles of the shading, or to imagine there's light hitting it from this side, or whichever side you want, and then of course shade accordingly, okay? That's all I want you to do, guys. I want you to practice some natural forms, whether it's going to be a tree, or it's going to be a mountain, whether it's going to be a river. Probably not a river, because drawing a river is probably pretty tough for you guys at this point. So whether it's a tree or a mountain or a rock, choose a natural form and then just practice drawing it with light hitting it from different angles, okay? So if you were to draw, let's just go in with this tree a little bit more here. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to pretend the light's hitting it from this side. So then, therefore, it will be lighter on this side and darker on this side. So let me just fill it in a little bit for you guys so you can see an example of drawing a tree, a natural form tree, okay? So guys, as you can see, I've just rubbed out the other things here just to make it a little bit cleaner. But we've got the basic concept and the basic idea, drawing a tree. Very simple, very straightforward, not detailed, not a great drawing, I appreciate that. But again, these drawings are just to drive the points home, okay? So we've got the light coming from this side, that's why it's all bright on these branches, and it's darker on this side because there's no light hitting it, okay? And this is all I want you to do for lesson 2. I just want you to practice drawing some natural forms with the shading and the angles of light coming from different directions. This is just to reinforce what you learnt in lesson 1, to reinforce what you learnt when drawing the shoe. It's just to reinforce your abilities to shade and your understanding of light hitting an object from different angles. Okay, that's going to be it for lesson 2, guys. I just want you to practice drawing some natural forms. You can submit your drawings at Jakeoneilltheartist@gmail.com and I'll be happy to review them and to give you some feedback on them drawings as well. Okay, that's enough for lesson 2 as mentioned, guys. I'll see you in lesson 3. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one.